Hi, I'm Diane Carter and I'm the chair of the It's Women's Business Club. We're at the Pink Carpet Exhibition celebrating our third year at Portland College, which is a fantastic venue. I'm with our first sponsor here, Midlands Insurance. I'm speaking to Rob Nichols, who works for Midlands Insurance, and we're just going to get a little bit of a brief introduction. So just tell us where you're actually based, Rob.
Yeah, based in Forest Town, Mansfield, just on the High Street on there.
Yeah.
And then we do all your business insurance and personal insurance as well, so just pop over and have a chat to us.
Yeah, sadly the business development manager of Midlands Insurance, who is actually an It's Women's Business Silver Specialist, Jennifer Needham, can't be with us today due to family commitments, but she's always available. Give her a call, give Robert a call, and you've got all the details, as I say, will be on the site, so if you want to give them a ring, thank you very much, and come and visit Rob and Gemma on the stand and come and say hello. Thank you. Hi, we're at the It's Women's Business Club Pink Carpet Exhibition, and I'd just like to introduce our sponsor, one of our sponsors. We've got Alison Constantine here from Atmospheric Interiors. We'd like to say a great big thank you for coming on board as a sponsor, Alison. Would you like to just tell us a little bit about your business? Where are you based?
Yes, certainly. We are based on the outskirts of Mansfield, between Mansfield and Mansfield Woodhouse, just off the A60. Go under the little railway bridge, turn first right, and there's free parking outside. A beautiful interiors shop, specialising in made-to-measure curtains and blinds, but we also do a wide range of mirrors, pictures and accessories. So do pop in and see us, and you've been made very welcome by all of our staff. Thank you.
Yeah, do you want to just say about the little open day that you've got as well?
Yes, certainly. We are also doing an open evening, summer open evening on the 4th of July, which is any time between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the evening. So you can either come straight from work, or if you want to go home and freshen up first, then by all means do so. We are launching our new refurbished mirror showroom, which we're really excited about, and also the summer sale will be starting. So bubbly and bargains, irresistible hopefully. Hope to see you all there, and if you could just drop your business cards off to me, then I'll make sure an email invitation goes out to you with all the details. Thank you.
Oh, great invite there to take your wallets, ladies. So, and gentlemen, there is some gentlemen here as well. Okay, thanks very much, Alison. Hello, we're at the It's Women's Business Pink Carpet Exhibition. I'd just like to introduce you to our student sponsorship. We do think it's very important that students do get involved in the business community and in networking. And Jill Bater here at Brighter Futures Education and Hayley Wood at the end, co-owners of an organisation, as I say, Brighter Futures Education. So would you like to just tell us a little bit about what you offer?
Yes, certainly, Diane. We're a Mansfield-based company, but we do cover the whole of the East Midlands, really. We offer one-to-one private tuition, usually in the student's home, but we do work with schools and with some universities.
Right, okay, so if they need help with getting on with their exams
Any
at all levels,
study skills, yes, we do from 5-year-olds. I do the primary school children, and Hayley deals with the secondary school children. So GCSEs, study skills, return to work skills, we're your people.
And you've got two students here that you brought along today.
Yes.
Would you just like to introduce them for me?
We have Jess Tebbert, an A-level business student, and Hayley Saw, who's just finished her GCSEs.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hayley. Have a great day.
Thank you.
And if you notice, lots of our ladies are dressed in pink because we're doing the event on behalf of Breakthrough Breast Cancer and Cancer Research. So let's open the floor and everybody have a fabulous day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so did you know tomorrow's the first day of summer?
Yes.
Yay! So I want to take you back to a day when it was raining, not too far away. So I want you to all close your eyes. I want to take you back to a cold, damp, wet, soggy day. Okay, what can you see, what can you hear, what can you feel? You know, it's one of those real miserable days where it never gets bright. Okay, so open your eyes. What does it feel like? What do those days feel like? Depressing, yeah. Do you feel a little bit slow, a little bit lethargic? Like me, my office is upstairs. Do you want to go downstairs, wrap yourself up in a blanket and watch Come Dine with Me? Okay, so now, what about this? I want you to close your eyes, think what it would be like. It's a beautiful sunny day. Sun's beaming down on you, you can feel it warming you. You've got the windows open, fresh air blowing through your office. Okay, what can you feel, what can you hear, what can you see? And just open your eyes. How does that make you feel? Yes. Yeah, you know, your customers are going to be happier on the phone, aren't they? You're going to be wanting to pick that phone up. You're not procrastinating. You want to be going out there. So who's responsible for the weather? You? I'm not. So are we happy then to give some of our mental state over to an unknown power that decides whether the clouds are going to go in front of the sun or not? Yeah, that's one thing we can do. We can have control over our own mental state. Okay? And we often give it away. It's all about taking responsibility for it. So that's something for you to ponder as we go along. So I'll introduce myself, as Di said, Alison. And what I do is I help people have sunnier days. I help them look at the clouds, get a little bit of clarity, blow them away, working on them maybe piece by piece. Okay, until they're focused and they've got that sunny day and they're relying on themselves for that sun. They're not looking for anyone else to bring that into their life. So once you start to take responsibility, your life will be so much happier. You will have so much control. So even events that you can't control, that are outside of your circle of influence, you can at least choose how you want to react to them. Okay, so an event can become a disaster, or it could become a learning experience. Okay? And that's all within your control. So when I started thinking about this presentation, I looked up some definitions of responsibility. Now, I've always been a person that sought responsibility. In my corporate life, I was banging on the door of the CEO, and here's the mind map, this is what I want the business to look like. And over the years, I ticked off all of those. But I was really disappointed that the majority of explanations, the meanings for responsibility, were really negative. A duty or obligation to satisfactorily perform or complete a task, assigned by someone else or created by one's own promise or circumstances, that one must fulfil and which has a consequent penalty for failure. It's like, wow, you want to take responsibility then? And so I worked in a business that was very much blame culture, and that was what responsibility was seen as. And that's what a lot of people relate to. I mentioned to somebody that I was doing this talk about responsibility, and it was, oh God, that sounds really rough, and that sounds a tough one to do. And I was really surprised, because I go in when I'm selling to a customer, and if you've been to any other events and you've seen me on the stand, I'm talking to people about, it's about taking responsibility. And from my view, this is brilliant, this is empowering. And now I'm realising, actually, some people might be going, oh, I don't want that then. Walking away. So what it's done for me, it's been a great learning point. I need to start thinking about maybe tweaking my message. But this is more sort of the definition that I feel. That responsibilities are being accountable for what you think, say and do. It involves working on your own character and skill development rather than blaming others for situations and circumstances. It means choosing to design a life that honours your values and your purpose. So again, responsibility, seeing weight on your shoulders, heaviness, but actually what we can do is we can change that. We can change that to mean whatever we want, what works for us. So there's lots of ways you can do that, and one of them, and I'm going to go through all three, one of the really important ones is never blaming anyone or anything for you, for what you're being, what you're doing, what you're having, or what you're feeling. Okay? Anybody know anybody, or anybody feel, realise that they may do that. They may blame. Is your hand going up? So, and we slip into it. It's our default mode. You know, so I go around. You know, I like to be positive and see as much learning in everything. But I still slip into it because it's habit. Okay, and we have habits, and habits, you know, they're developed over time. We can change habits. Okay, it's not a quick fix because habits have developed over such a long period of time. You just got to unravel them, and it's only 21 days to change a habit. Okay, it's about repetition. Okay, so I went for a meeting, and it was in one of these job club places where you go. Apparently, when you signed on for so long, and then you get transferred to this centre. And each job seeker is assigned a contact there who helps them look for work. So I was there waiting to meet somebody, and I was just observing what was going off. And this, there was this young guy came in, and he was there for a meeting with his contact, his officer there. And the officer came to pick him up from the front desk, and sort of was saying, "No, you're late again." And so I sort of was earwigging a little bit. And this guy said, "No, you're late again. This is the third time. So this is the third week that you've been late. And basically, you know, your benefits can be in jeopardy because of this." And this young lad said, "Well, it's not my fault. It's the roadworks. They've been there for 3 weeks." So it got me thinking. So he knew that those roadworks were there, and they were going to delay his journey. But week after week, he still made that choice to leave that particular time and to arrive late. And then, unfortunately, what I felt was unfortunate was that then his contact sort of, you know, just accepted it. Yeah. Oh, well, try and be on time. So, you know, there's this young guy that's perhaps not even been in the world of work, but he's already learned, do you know what? I can get an excuse. I can find a reason for not taking responsibility. So it might be worth, you know, having a think, is there anything in your life, in your work or your personal life, that you're perhaps not taking the responsibility for? And what could it give you if you did start to take that? I went for a drink a few weeks ago with a couple of friends. I'd just come back from holiday, and it's just a fantastic holiday. I had a great break, you know, really relaxed, ready to crack on with work again. And one of the girls with me was, "Oh, well, I'd love to go on holiday, but I can't afford it." And then as we carried on in the conversation, she mentioned she had this really nice bottle of wine at the weekend, and so on and so on. You know, so a bit of questioning. How many bottles of wine do you have a week? Well, 2 or 3. Oh, how much, you know, you're talking, you know, £6 if you know, for a bottle of wine. All right, so you top that up. Right, okay, if you do that every week, 52 weeks in a year, it's over £600. And a pickle liver. So, you know, and that's not unusual. So I'm not saying that she shouldn't be doing that, but it's a choice. So it's about taking responsibility. Did she want that holiday, or is she happy? Does she relieve her stress by, you know, having a glass of wine now and again? Again, something to think about. And also about not blaming anyone else. It's also about not blaming yourself. Okay, and if you know, as parents in the room, or to be parents, you know, we're very good at blaming ourselves for anything that our children do. You know, and my daughter's 30, and even now it's like, oh, if only I hadn't done that, she wouldn't have done that. Well, she's 30. She's responsible for herself. So it's not about blaming yourself. It's about looking at what was the experience, what can you learn from it. So, you know, not taking blame is being aware, listening to yourself, listening to others. You might be in situations where, you know, there's a group of friends and they're constantly blaming, and then maybe you want to ask yourself, is this the right environment for me? Okay? You can't change other people, but you can change what you want out of that situation. Listening to your language. So, you know, are you know, if only they wouldn't do that, you know, or if they'd just done this, and you know, damn them customers, you know, they want it for free, and you're constantly looking for a reason not to make a change. And looking at your options. So, okay, so that's not working. What else can you do? And I'm a great believer in looking at the learnings. Every situation there will be some learnings. Sometimes you have to dig a little bit deeper. So what seems really stressful and really tragic can actually have some real good learnings in there. And what are the positives? And I'm not saying that life is all positive. It does throw us curveballs, but it's like, what do we want to do with those? And you'll all come across people who take adversity and just rise, and it could be absolutely fantastic. And then you'll see people that have done the opposite, that have decided to be the victim of whatever that circumstance was. The next bit, the chatterbox. Anybody got a little voice that tells them that, what are you doing here? No one's going to listen to you. What do you think you are? How do you stand up there and you think you know what you're on about? They're going to suss you out. How many people start a job, or I was in my last job in the real world for 12 years, and all the way up to the end was, they're going to find out. Really shouldn't be paying you. They're going to find you out. And my chatterbox, I can visualise, it happens to be a he, sits on my left shoulder. And so I have some good talks to him. Okay? He hears some profanity from me. And if I'm going to a meeting and I'm starting to listen to him, I'll take him off and I'll put him in the car and I'll say he's not coming in. And then what I've got as well, I've got a little pink fairy on this one. She loves me. She tells me how wonderful I am, how good I am. Okay, and it depends, who do I want to listen to? Who do I want to feed? Okay, it's being aware. A lot of it is just checking in with yourself. What's your language? And the words you're saying to yourself will have a physical effect on you. They can make you weak. And we can demonstrate that if I can have a volunteer. Would you want to volunteer? Oh, right. No, we're not going to dance.
No, but I'm about 10 foot tall.
Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to just, I want you to put your arms out, and I'm going to put them straight out, and I'm going to test your strength. So resist as a press down, okay? Okay. So, yeah, pretty strong. So now I want to take you to a place where you feel quite weak and lots of negative self-talk. I'll take you back to being strong and positive. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to repeat 10 times after yourself. I'll count out loud. I am weak and worthless. And really start to feel it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? You open your eyes and just put your arms up again and resist as much as you can.
I actually feel myself dropping.
Yeah, you can see your body language and your breathing was changing. So now, 10 times I am strong and powerful. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if you want to do it again, right, I want you to resist as much as you can. Okay, and they're probably stronger than they were originally. Thank you, Hannah. So just seeing that has an effect on your body. So when you're going into a customer or you're going to pick up the phone, what would you rather be? If you go in there, you've given yourself some positive talk, you're going to stand differently, you're going to breathe differently, you're going to give a much different portrayal of who you are in your business. Okay, so just something simple like that. And Chatterbox starts talking to you. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence that you've done it right, that you've done it well? Okay? We're not looking at, is there any evidence that you've done it wrong? And if you did, what did you learn from it? Okay, give yourself positive messages. My house is awash with affirmations. They're positive statements. I've got them framed, I've got them on post-its. If it's a particular event or something that I'm wanting to just get into a good frame of mind for, I'll have one that's relevant for that, and I'll have them all over the place, and I'll be repeating them regularly. Okay? And it's just making new connections in your brain. So rather than something happens and you default to, oh my God, you can actually change the message and default to, right, what do I do with this? How do I grow and learn from it? And then the third one is being aware of your payoffs. Because you'll think, well, I don't like this, I don't like where I'm at, I don't like the fact that my business isn't growing. But actually thinking about why you're where you are, what is it giving you? I have clients, coaching clients, that they're in their job and they hate it. And they hate the boss and they hate what they do. And it's actually, they're stuck because there's some payoffs for it. Now it might be they know the route to work, they know where the coffee machine is, they know the people they sit with, they've got a window seat. Now, there are hidden payoffs. And it's delving down, understanding what those payoffs are, and then looking at your options. Okay, so it's about your comfort zone. We live within our comfort zone, and when we start to stretch, it becomes a little bit uncomfortable, so we pull back in. But you can stretch, but you can stretch in a healthy way. What we don't want to do is jump over into the panic zone. You might want to get there, but it's about doing it small steps. Okay. So that's my little talk. So don't blame anyone. If you feel you are, there's a reason. Look inside yourself. It doesn't mean then turn the blame on yourself. Listen to your chatterbox. Decide what you want to do with it. And be aware of those payoffs, because there will be some. So you've got a little card on your seat. If you haven't picked it up, you're still sitting on it. Yeah, you are. So if you've got a pen, I'm not sure what someone will lend one down the line. Is there one thing that this has made you think about that actually you might want to think about taking responsibility for? Okay? If there is, just scribble it down, and then what you're going to want to do is start thinking about the actions. Because we can sit and we can laminate about all the things that we can do to be this wonderfully positive person, but if we don't take any action, you're going to be exactly the same place this time next year. Okay? And if you want to talk that through with me, I've got standouts out there. Please feel free, we can have a look at it. And there's a sign-up sheet here, and there's one also out again on my stand if you want to know any more about taking responsibility, about feeling your fears and dealing with them. I can send you more tips. There's a chance to win a £50 voucher with the raffle, and there's also another seminar that Di will be setting up, and that'll be about taking action. So that'll be about taking that responsibility and actually putting it into practice. And if you want to know more about me, here's my website, steps-forward.co.uk. So, thank you very much. So, I think I'm now going to hand you